This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So, und damit willkommen zu The Stanley Parable. Wir sind hier gerade aufgestanden, beziehungsweise ins Leben erweckt worden. Wie es aussieht, sind wir hier Angestellter Nummer 427 in unserem wunderschönen Büro mit dem wunderschönen Bild. Und der Uhr, die so funktioniert. Ja, leck. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir suchen nach unseren Mitarbeitern, die alle weg sind.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Ja.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ja, dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir zum Konferenzraum.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Ja, das denkt nur er. Macht bestimmt einen großen Unterschied. Vor allem, wenn er sagt, dass ich hier nichts finden kann, dann finde ich bestimmt irgendwas.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Ja, klar.
he entered the door on his left.
Durch die linke... Nee, wir gehen rechts rum.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Genau.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Ah, dieser Pausenraum ist so wunderschön. Da... Kann man die Uhr ausmachen? Nein.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Ja, genau. Das ist echt wert. Also, in der Arbeit chill ich mich auch mal so 4-5 Stunden im Pausenraum.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Das muss der Grund sein, deshalb gehen wir jetzt auch weiter.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh, da ist ein Lichteingang. Nee, dann gehen wir da nicht rein. Der Raum sieht ein bisschen creepy aus.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
Moment, kann man da runterspringen?
There's someone you've been... What? Really? I was
Nice.
in the middle of something. Do you
Ja, ja,
have
ist mir
zero
egal.
consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove
Ja,
it.
ja.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Nee, ich geb dir
Now,
keine
listen
Chance.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Na gut, dann gib mir blau. So einfach ist es.
Aha, perhaps you
Oho.
misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nein, wir gehen durch die blaue Tür. Ist mir egal, wie oft er mich zurück teleportiert.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Es ist doch nicht sein Ernst. Oh. Nee. Hier nicht durch die Tür.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've
Ja.
chosen? Well, don't let me.
Ich will's wissen.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Ja.
Skill trees?
Ja.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Doch, ich will das sehen.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option.
Die Lampen haben keine Textur mehr.
Where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Okay.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1?
Ja.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay, schauen wir uns an. Leaderboard. Oh, da bin ich. War mir nicht schlecht. Ja gut. Das ist wieder typisch.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Ja.
Again,
Hat.
honest answers, please.
Hat uns sehr geholfen. Das haben auf jeden Fall 5.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Schauen wir uns an.
Calls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Okay.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Dann. Ach so, ja, ich glaube, es ist egal, wie oft ich das mache. Das spielt ja kein Ende. Okay. Es war schon im Feuer drin. Warum? Ich hab's doch gerettet.
Because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Oh, danke schön.
Okay, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Aber was haben wir denn?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing I've
Minecraft.
always desired.
Alter.
A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well,
Nee.
I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Ja, okay, mach das. Bau ein Haus.
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off... Yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Oh, danke schön.
Isn't it grand?
Das ist das hässlichste Haus, das ich jemals gesehen habe.
It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Genau.
Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Wie gemein. Wir haben zwar keine Spitzhacke, aber... Ja.
Oh my.
Und Fallschaden existiert wohl auch
It's
nicht.
gonna get a bit dark. You brought a light? Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new
Was?
game.
Nein, kein... Oh. Ich wollte in Minecraft bleiben. Die Musik kenne ich. Das ist Portal, oder? Ja, genau.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh nein.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Easy. Ist einfach... Hey, nein.
I really
Ach
don't
komm.
care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is
Hoppla. Was? Okay, es gibt wohl echt keinen Fallschaden hier. Wo bin ich? Okay. Ich mag die Gegend hier nicht. Moment. Das kommt mir bekannt vor. Ja gut, es sind auch nur 2 Türen. Was haben wir für eine Nummer? Wir waren 427, oder? 24. 25. Oh, das ist unser Büro. Das ist aber ein hässliches Büro.